I really appreciate, I really love. Oh no, the red interrupted me. Stupid red. I was on my horse. How could red just interrupt me? Pfft. Stupid red. Oh, those are shaman. Interesting. Or those are at least called. How many creatures are here? Just let me through. I'm actually kind of wondering if I will go through the hollowed grounds in here, if I were to kindle all the flames, if I would lit this whole place up. If I get to this boss fight, if it will just be the same, or if I even will be able to fight this boss fight, because I kind of already did fight that. You know what I mean? So it actually could turn out really different than what I'm expecting if I lit this all up. This is the way forward. But I don't wish to go that way yet. I would like to figure out, like I said, my run was a little bit all over the place, going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Right now I would like to change that. I will focus on this part of the game. I will see that all the braziers are lit. There's one that's not on fire yet. And after that, I will discover further. And I definitely want to look at this place further. She was not bothered at all by me directly hitting her in the back. I hate that so much. I had a message so I couldn't attack. Those guys should sometimes say they could just stop fighting me. Oh! Didn't even notice. But this also seems to be a way you can take over the roofs and such. Yeah, this is also something leading somewhere. I know I give the best information about everything. But let's not go there directly. I mean, I have enough places to look into now, and I have directly a safe place at this. I have directly the safe place in front of this place, so I won't forget about it. There's no path here anyway. Okay, there are 3 directions where I can go from here. I don't know in which direction I want to go next. Now, of course, I will fight the Hollowed Horns beast again. But I don't know to what point. Like, what benefit will there be if I fight this creature again? I mean, like I said, maybe there will be something entirely different happening now, since I already fought this guy once. Nope. Still here. Still with a big ass door, and directly in front of me. Big ass door, part 2. Let's go. The Regal Ancestor Spirit. I didn't really like this fight before. I just didn't know what to make out of it. Oh. You didn't need to teleport that far away. I'm over here. I at least thought we want to fight against each other. I dodged directly into it. Oh, I'm doing so much damage. He's teleporting away again. Oh, not! I guess he would have teleported away if I wouldn't be there. And also listen. That was just so much heal. Oh, I still hit him. I love that there are animals around here. What's going on with the music? I'm not playing Disney Dream Valley. Ah, come on, stop that. Oh, if I wouldn't do so much damage to him. This fight could almost be annoying. Since him healing all the time could just stretch out the fight so long. That's a crafting item? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! All the animals are dead! I'm so sorry! I guess they were spirits from the get-go, so it's not even that bad, but oh no! Did I just destroy the world? I'm just going back. This never happens. I'm sorry. I've never been here. I don't know you. Of course, all the enemies respawned. Oh no, it's a usable item directly. I thought for once it was a crafting item, but no. It's something to use. Take the power of its namesake via finger reader. Ah! Remembrance of the regal and ancestor spirit hewn into the earth tree. This guy was way more important than I thought. Ancestral spirits exist as a phenomenon beyond the pure view of the earth tree. Life sprouts from death, as it does from birth. Such is the way of the living. I'm wondering what kind of weapon I will get from this creature, from this remembrance. But I made my mind up which way I want to go next. I think I want to go the way of the blue squids, since the blue squids are most of the times they are just in front of little dungeons and not that important areas. Which is directly what I want to look into right now. I mean, I could be wrong about this right now, but this area is so much again. I mean, fighting the hollowed horns was that was really fun. I mean, it was too easy. Also, his moveset didn't really have that many variants, and of course I am over-leveled. But just the music and the feeling of the place was really cool. Okay, save point, so not just a small little dungeon. Aqueduct facing cliffs. Oh, Nokron is a lot. Nokron is really a lot. A Kirkable Knight. This is definitely a reference to Dark Souls 1. Where you have to jump down on something very similar to this pillar. And I think, wait. It's even called aqueducts. And in Dark Souls 1 they are also the aqueducts. Or aqueducts. He is not giving me his best. Like the first Cursible Knight I was fighting all those times ago. He was so... Oh, I didn't mean to dodge towards him. This guy is not giving me his best. Oh, but I got his... Don't I already have his shield? No, I didn't. Cool. Nice. I love that. Could I? No, I can't call upon Torrent. I guess since I'm being in the aqueducts, Torrent is just off the charts. But yeah, I'm pretty glad with this direction, that I gone into this direction first. I think this is the less important, or this is just a neat little side area with all the references just to restore some items. I mean, important items, but not really crucial items to get the story ongoing to finish the game. Which, to be fair, is like 90% of Elden Ring. Like 90%, or maybe... let's say 70%, 75% or so, 70% of Elden Ring, of the game of Elden Ring, is not necessary to get to the ending in Elden Ring, to proceed in the story of Elden Ring. Which is also kind of relative. Like maybe me saying this is kind of wrong since... Huh, are there more ways to go? Guess not. Because a lot of stuff is not optional if you want to get a specific ending. So it depends on the ending, what you are doing. But still a lot of the stuff is optional. Like just think about how many dungeons there are in this game. They are all pretty much optional. Oh, he doesn't get staggered. I thought at least I would have a little time. What? He doesn't even kill the zombies? Oh, I dodged in the wrong direction. Can't do anything against my rolling forever. Okay, you can hit me every now and then. I respect that. Imagine going to this place being the level that you're supposed to be. Those fights would be extremely annoying. I don't even think that I'm that overleveled. I mean, of course I am overleveled. But I still get quite a few runes. Well, no, I can't see it this way because I fought 2 boss fights. I mean, 1 boss fight don't giving me enough to purchase 1 level. Okay, I get that. But fighting 2 boss fights, even getting a remembrance out of one of them, that's a clear indicator that I'm so overleveled for this area. I mean, I fought 2 bosses and haven't even I wasn't even in need of resting once. What just happened? And there's the secret behind the waterfall. Nice. But what just happened? I almost just died. I guess this is just karma. This was really just Ah, from the game. Ah, you think I'm too easy? Then let's see how fast the tides can turn on you. And I guess they can really turn really fast. Hi? I was like, wait. I was like, what's the twinned armor set? But it's the armor I'm wearing right now. The armor is talking a lot about a twin brother of D's. Like D had a twin. I'm not ready to give up my armor. Yes, I am actually pretty ready to give up my armor. I have so much more armor. I'm seeing shapes in the darkness. I was even talking about how I want to wear Radahn's armor. But I don't know if I want to do it just now. And I mean, there's like no conversation about that. Which is kind of strange. Like if he would talk at least a little bit about D or something. This is a trap. Ooh, don't fall down. Auto healing, interesting. Faith is also a lot about healing, isn't it? So I mean, incantations are a lot about more about healing and buffing yourself. Like I think a faith build is not necessarily comparable to a mage build, to a sorcerer build, since you can attack with incantations, but I think using incantations like this axe, you can use this axe on a faith build very well, my golden halberd, and there are a lot more weapons here that you can use very well as a main weapon, but don't use like the two fingers or the incantation stuff as main weapons. Or maybe I'm wrong, maybe I just haven't met enough faith stuff, enough incantation stuff to really say that. I will give you my armor. Oh, you're a male. I am so glad that I gave up my armor for that. Can I wear the... Can I wear the... Clickable Knight armor? And still be mid-load? Yes, I can! Kind of feel a little bit slower. Maybe I will... Oh. There is an item in this game that you can use. Why do I... Always when I wear new armor I feel slower. But I know that there's a talisman you can use to be able to wear more armor. You are dead. D, you are dead. Or aren't you D? Maybe this is actually not D, maybe... Maybe this was his twin? Where did he go? Okay, no, this is D. I kind of want to use this summon. I mean, it won't make any kind of difference in the boss battle, probably. Since I should be strong enough. I should do this fight on my own anyway. Maybe this more likely made the boss fight harder on myself. And I mean, this is a boss fight. There's no way this is not a boss fight. Huh. He makes so much damage. But he's getting poisoned. And just by the way, the reason why I was like looking a little bit surprised. This is the attack I meant. This is the attack I meant when I was talking about Rykard's sword. The reason why I was a little bit surprised is that I fought so many of those already. That if I'm not that stupid, this shouldn't be much of a challenge. Oh, I know that I had once a stream that was called Sorry D. This is the situation where I should really be sad for D. Where I should really say sorry D. He has to deal with so much shit in this fight. I literally let him fight against... Oh wait, I need to heal. I pretty much let him fight against 2 gargoyles at the same time. D, I am hoping you are still alright. It's a good thing that I don't wear the talisman of poison anymore. I mean, I don't even have any FP left with which I could cure my poison. Oh, is D dead? No, he's not. But gargoyles are. And now D is dead. That's kind of funny. Gargoyles twin blade? Gargoyles twin blade? I thought I already had the Gargoyles twin blade. There are so many twin blades in this game, I love it. I really do. Oh. There's one time a normal Gargoyle twin blade, and one time there's one with faith. There's so much in this game, so many weapons. But where's actually the... Oh, there they are. Gargoyle's greatsword, Gargoyle's black blade. Once again, one with faith, one without faith. Actually really cool. So I killed... I'm responsible for Dee's death. And now I still could use him to do this fight with. I mean, it makes kind of sense considering that you also... That Millicent, which is... I think Millicent is really one of my favorite characters in this game. But Millicent is... She can invade you. She can invade you in Caelid, in the Swamp of Aeonia. Or Aeona. Aeonia? I don't know. But she can invade you, and she is supposed to be sick somewhere. She's not really supposed to be capable of fighting. So I think there's a major difference between those spirits you call from another world. And as with spirits, I also mean like invaders and cooperators. And to the real people you meet. I mean, you get that a lot through the story of the Dung Eater. He once has a real body, then has a spirit. Also, Selin the sorcerer once has a real body, once has a spirit. Who are kind of separated. So it's kind of... it's kind of out there already that the spirits are something different than the bodies. Maybe they are more than remembrances. Or maybe they are nothing more but remembrances. There's a shine here. But... oh no. No! I'm so stupid. I pressed triangle, which is lay in the coffin. Because I want to see how much resources I have left, how much health I have, how much potions I have. I'm dead now. I'm glad. Okay, this is really fun. I'm glad that they don't make you wait. I'm glad that it's a cutscene directly. It's like a lift. I hope it's the right way up and I'm not like... I hope my head is not down. I really hope my head is not down. That would be so uncomfortable. But there's so much interesting stuff happening in this last like few seconds. This, the other stuff being Dee's twin. I gave him his armor, he was so confused, he was so out of the ordinary. And then just disappeared. The fight against the Gargoyles. Where am I? Yeah, this is definitely not the important way. Oh, I think I know where I am. But yeah, this is definitely not the important way to go. Like, this will just lead me somewhere, like a dungeon. Yep. Like, it sounds like I have the obvious idea of where I am. Like, it's so clear to me. Like, oh yeah, I know what this is. But really, I figured that I am underneath the big tree. That I am, in fact, underneath the tree. Which is not good. And me being here means that I'm also underneath Leyndell, where I will probably find the Lord of the Frenzy, Shabriri. One thing interests me right now. Yeah, Twin's brother is just Dee's twin. Dee's twin is just gone. But what does it all mean? Ah. When I started the stream, I mainly wanted to talk about lore and stuff and secrets, like this one thing about Radagon and the statue that I figured out, and the whole stuff about the family and everything, and Rani being responsible for the Night of the Black Knives, and now I'm here. And I think it's not too far-fetched to assume that I will meet Shabriri. That this is the truest depths underneath Leyndell. Oh, I thought you would call upon your shooty things again. I love Torrent. I never want to lose Torrent. Oh, I got that weapon. Neat. If at some point at the game I get so big and so strong, like Radahn, that I can't use Torrent anymore, I will also learn gravity magic so I can ride around on him forevermore. Oh, the ants. Oh! What is wrong with your heads? I know that I've just missed the scarab, which is actually the only reason why I came here. But ew. Underneath the Earth Tree, or actually at the roots of the Earth Tree. I'm wondering if someone built this place, or if it maybe was the Earth Tree itself that, through the roots, built so big caves. And just a quick little reminder that close to the end of the game, or that my main mission right now is to actually burn the Earth Tree down. So all of this, thank you for dying, all of this will one day burn. The whole lands between would be destroyed. If the... oh, flying ants, nice. If the Earth Tree truly is to burn down, everything would burn. Like, I think the Earth Tree, the roots of the Earth Tree are kind of also holding those caves together. But what do I know at this point? Oh, I already had my light. And so if the roots and everything burns, and everything in total, everything burns, it would just be mass destruction. I remember a time, my first time going into Angel River, where I was so afraid of fighting those ants. And now look at me. I'm not even checking the ceiling if there are more. I completely forgot they could be on the ceiling. Of course I would like it way more. Did she just came out of the big ant's butt? But yeah, I would appreciate it way more if I could one-shot these. But I think that's unlikely. Ah, there's so many at the ceiling. I just made it go pop. Just like that. Oh, I thought I had my bow ready. Just a tiny little pop. Actually, I don't really want to be here. I want to go further down into Nokron. I mean, this is interesting enough. Can I... oh. I need normal arrows. Maybe this is the first time I will craft in this game, or maybe the second time I will craft in this stream. To just build a few more arrows. In the end, they are really handy. I knew I could just make them pop with arrows. And I get so many golden runes for that. And rune arcs. That was so nasty. They are really just like balloons, just pop! I know I need to go down there. Unfortunately, there's no other way to go down there but jumping. How much damage is my how much damage is my bow doing? Little to none. Maybe they... not all of them attack me at the same time? I hate several enemies at the same time. But at least 3 or 4 of them at the same time is more doable than all of them in this room at the same time. Really, what is this room? This is really just where all the ants came from in the first place. Like this. This is where the creation of ants happened. All of them. Just in this room. Neat. So... getting out the bow and shooting all those big ants, those balloon ants, in the first place, making them all drop down before going any further. I think that was the smartest thing that I've done today. I mean... how many rooms do you want, how many ants do you want to have in this room? The developers of this game, yes! Oh, I could have used torrent. Wouldn't really help me in this scenario, but it's nice to know. Elden Star. Getting the good stuff for faith builds. Let me quickly look that up. Here it is. The Golden Star. Elden Star. Faith 50. Yeah, I thought so much. This is the stuff that's bothering me about faith and glintstone sorcery, I guess. Like, the really cool stuff is so expensive. I think those guys are supposed to make you fall down. And I do not appreciate that. Yeah, those are pretty much enemies you are not allowed to lock onto. Well, that surely was fun. Let's never do that again. I kind of expected that to be a side dungeon, a side cave. And not a way around. Normally I'm like so determined and ambitious to go and kill every enemy in here. I didn't forget that I once had the goal in this game to kill every enemy at least once. And I might do that. But I don't think that I will do that on stream. I just want to get back to my dear Siofra River. This sarcophagus really carried me a long way. And what I really like about Dark Souls, or especially Elden Ring, is the way they're using boss fights to ask you if you're ready for the next area. Like, if you're getting good through one area, don't expect to do good at the boss, unless you are like so over leveled as I am right now. I thought there were 3 flying ants here. What is this? But yeah, if you are doing good in an area, don't expect to do good in the next area, at the boss at the end of the area. But what I love is that bosses are so many times used to check if you are ready for the area that is to come. Like the fight against the oh, I pity you so much. Why are you down here? This is... oh, there's a boss fight there. This is not a good place for someone to be of old age on a chair. Being a finger reader. How many fingers is she about? Is she supposed to read, I wonder? Ew. Why do they have to be so hairy? But yeah, I really love that they are using boss fights to check if you're ready for the area that is to come. Like, if you wouldn't have been doing good against those 2 gargoyles, you know that you wouldn't have done good in this cave. And I think that's a better way than just saying, oh, you know what? No, You can't just go here. The door's locked. Please do something else. Because it gives you the freedom. Like, could have tried hard. What's wrong with you? I could have, if I would be under level, I could have just gone into tryhard mode and really tried dying and dying and dying and dying against those two gargoyles, which some people are probably doing. But the game is like, okay, you had such a tough time against those enemies. Do you think it will be necessarily better in the area you're about to enter? And this is just such an amazing way. Because you can just answer that with, yeah, I don't care. I will do that. I am the best Elden Ring player ever, and even though I had so many troubles fighting this one boss, in this case the two gargoyles in front of the cave, I still want to go here. And it's not like, oh, you necessarily have to do this to get further. I mean, there are areas in Elden Ring where that applies. Like, you can't go to the mountaintops of the giants without having fought Morgoth. But that's more a story-based decision than it is proving if you have enough level to go someplace. And I mean there's something behind me, isn't there? Okay, no, there isn't. And the real beauty of the soul system of the From Software is that if you have try hard at the boss down and you have done that, you have accomplished a victory against a tough boss. It's not like the game I don't know how to say that, but if you have try hard at the boss down, you can do well in the area that it's next to it. When you still try hard, when you are still not really losing your talent in doing the boss in the first place. Okay, I will quickly activate the checkpoint. I'm running out of time for the stream. I only have 20 more minutes to go. And there are still 2 more things I want to do and talk about. And actually I wanted to go back to Sea of River, to Nokron. I probably won't be able to do that. But this game is just so amazing. Like, I was almost worried to do 2 Elden Ring streams today. Because I thought maybe I wouldn't have enough Elden Ring to play next year. But just look at this. This game just keeps on going and going and going and going.
Oh, Lord Godwin. Such cruelty. Such humiliation. Oh, my poor sweet lordling should have died a true death. As the first of the demigods to die. As a martyr to destined death. But why must it yet bring such disgrace?
Wait.
A scion of the Golden Bough, sentenced to live in death. How could such a thing come to be? Oh.
That makes sense why Dee and Dee's twin were in front of this. Like, she talking about how Godwin was destined to live in death. Which is kind of interesting because Godfrey was the first demigod to die. Not Godwin. Godwin is like the 3 fingers. He has something to do with the Flame of Frenzy and Shabriri, which I wanted to talk about next. So this is actually kind of interesting. The rune, the destined death that she talked about, is the rune of death that was used to kill Godfrey. And obviously, or maybe it has been, like there was a trial. They tried to kill a demigod with the rune of death before, but seemingly it didn't work. Instead, they cursed someone to live in death or all the time. which is not the same as the Tarnished, who are being reborn. The living and death has more to do with like being a skeleton, being a zombie, being out of your mind, decaying, but still being alive, which is not like the Tarnished, who are reborn, who are alive all the time, and just can go on fighting for what they believe in, or fighting for what they are supposed to fight for. So I guess Rani, actually, before the Night of the Black Knives, or maybe that was even without Rani, and Rani was in the end the one giving the necessary help to defeat Godfrey. But it seems like they tried to use the Rune of Death before on Godwyn, and it didn't work. Instead, it left him a little bit like Redan. It left him someone living and decaying. Not being really alive, but not being necessarily dead either. Which is, in my opinion, one of the cruelest faith you can have.